Beauty's mother anxiously waited in the palace, but her daughter never arrived. She asked the other girls if they had seen her, but they claimed not to know where she was. They continued dancing and celebrating, oblivious to the worry and fear that was beginning to grip Beauty's mother. She knew something was wrong, and she was growing increasingly concerned for her daughter. She went to find Beauty's father, hoping he might have seen her, but he shook his head and said he hadn't seen her since they left the house earlier in the day. As Mne stood in the palace, trying to make sense of her daughter's absence, she remembered how excited Beauty had been about the ceremony. She remembered how she had been practicing and perfecting her dance moves for days. She couldn't believe the girls, Anna, Olivia and Banta, met the next morning at the stream. "Do you think Beauty will come to the dance?" Banta asked. "It better not," Olivia replied. "If she shows up, no one will even look at us. The prince will choose her instantly. Then we'll make sure she doesn't come," Anna said. Their plan started with pretending to like her. A few days later, they came to her house, smiling from ear to ear, carrying roasted groundnuts and fruit as a peace offering. She almost fainted from surprise. They said they were sorry for how they treated her, that they had grown up and wanted to be friends. Her mother, Nne, didn't believe it for 1 second. She pulled her daughter aside that evening and said, "Ogma, be careful. Snakes don't change. They just shed skin." But Beauty's... If someone had told her that jealousy could make girls dig a hole just to bury her, she'd have laughed. But now, looking back, she realized that envy wears the softest smile and speaks in the sweetest tone before it strikes. Her name was Ogma, though in her small village, people called her Beauty, the beauty of the gods. She never asked for that name. She never wanted attention. But somehow, from the moment she was old enough to fetch water at the stream, the world noticed that before she even noticed herself. She was her parents' only child. They weren't rich, just humble farmers with a tiny hut surrounded by cassava and yam ridges. Her mother, Nne, was the kind of woman whose laughter made even a bad day feel lighter. Her father was a hard-working. A change of heart, he decided to take Beauty to the palace instead. So he changed course and headed for the palace. When they arrived, Dinta told the king everything he had seen and heard and presented Beauty to him. When her parents arrived at the palace, they were stunned to see their daughter in such a state. Beauty explained what had happened the day before. The king, queen, and her parents were horrified by what they heard. The king was furious that anyone could do such a thing, and he vowed to find the girls and punish them for their actions. Beauty's parents were finally relieved that their daughter was safe. The king summoned the town crier and ordered him to gather everyone at the palace as soon as possible. The town crier went